This video chart presentation of Labor Smart Inc. brought to you by Penny Stock Prediction. We were looking at this chart right about a month ago when it was making a classic flag pattern, strong move off the bottom around 23 cents, all the way up to 82 cents, consolidated into the flag. One of the things that we talked about was to look for an increase in volume and for the stock price to try and break through resistance, which was really beginning right around 80 cents, up the top end at 82 cents. That tried to happen right through here. See the volume surge that came in? Stock price lost its momentum though, came back down, fell through the bottom side of the flag, dropped to right around a historic support point, held that support level and the 50-day moving average. Tried again on Friday to put together a stronger move. Again, another increase in volume. Slipped back down on low volume on Monday. Still holding that 50-day moving average though. And that's going to be a key point I want to focus on here going forward. Take a quick run through the indicators. Seeing a little bit longer term. MACD still trying to hold an uptrend. Histogram bars moving back towards zero. Importantly, I'll be looking for that bullish cross of this orange line, the 12 EMA, passing back through this purple line, the 26 EMA. That's a key indication of a trend shift back towards bullishness and something I'll definitely be looking for in the MACD. PPO has a very similar look with an uptrend. Very neutral reading from the ADX. Positive and negative DIs tucked together. ADX down, just registering a 20. Just tells me there's not a lot of strength in any direction at this point. Money flow index, trying to hold the upper half of the indicator. Holding over top of 50 tells me people are paying higher prices for the stock. That's certainly a sign of bullishness. That's why I like to see those indicators hold that position. Accumulation distribution just took a nosedive because of a few days ago. Long upper shadows tend to do that to the accumulation distribution, as well as the Chaikin money flow, because there was clearly some selling pressure that came into the play. So after a sharp move like that in the AD, I look for a bounce and a little bit of a correction. It's also what I look for in the Chaikin money flow. CCI, I'll be looking for that uptrend to hold. Bottom feeders will use the break of negative 100 as a buy point. The break back down through negative 100 will be a sell point. And ultimately, I'm looking for upward trends at every indicator. Higher highs, higher lows. So with CCI, I'll be looking for it to hold that negative 100 point. And again, make an upward bounce towards the upper side of that channel and try and break through zero. Full Stow showing a little bit of bullish momentum trying to come into the play. And the trick's the slow lagging indicator. It's a good gauge of trend like the MACD, and ultimately what I look for is holding over top of zero, making a rotation, and dropping another bullish cross. RSIs, that key point, is the breakthrough 50. Moves above 50, bullishness, break back down below 50, bearishness. So what I want to see now is move back upward to the upper half of that indicator to show that bullish momentum is coming back into the play. So really the indicators are sitting pretty much where I'd expect them to be sitting because the stock price fell from up around 80 cents all the way down to a low of 43. As always, it comes down to the candles, but I always look at the indicators anyways to look for hints of trend and momentum. Regarding support and resistance, from a static standpoint, I look for 45 cents. Historically, that was serving as a support and resistance point, and that would be a key area I'd want to see hold. If that 45 cent mark can't hold, I'd see some more support coming in at 35. There's still an unfilled gap right there. All other gaps have been filled, so I'd look for some more lower end support around 35 cents. But right now, I'm kind of focused on the idea of holding this 50-day moving average, because that's an important component in any chart. Bullish charts are trending over top of the 50 and 200 day. In this case, 200 day is still not defined. This chart hasn't been trading for very long. So I'd really have to leverage that 50 day in a strong chart. It acts as a dynamic support level. It's pretty much in the vicinity of a static support. So that's a key area right there from about 45 to 48 cents. Now with any upward push, I'd suspect the resistance is going to come in right around 60, 61 cents. Tough spot for it back in the past. Certainly held as a support level. Tough spot for it in the past. Certainly held as a support level during the flag, the consolidation pattern, with the next point at 78, 79 cents. Now clearly from where that is, closing at 49 on Monday, it's a pretty substantial upside. Even to challenge the first resistance point's more than 20%. But with these indicators sitting where they are right now, with trying to hold some little bit longer term uptrends, I think it's really important for this play to hold this support level and try and take on some upward pressure to make a shift back from some bearishness and momentum and trend and go back into bull mode. So I'd be watching closely in the coming days to see how this stock performs. It's not uncommon for when a chart to break through a pattern to come right back up and immediately test that pattern again. And on a super thinly traded stock like this, I think the stock only has about 2 million shares in the float. As demonstrated across these days, with any increase in volume, the stock can move very easily in either direction. So I'd have my eyes peeled for an increase in volume and for some closing prices near the high of the day to give hints that the momentum is building again. This chart's going to try and take out these tops and make some new highs. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the Labor Smart chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the Penny Stock Prediction website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. I do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by Penny Stock Prediction is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.